Well, hey guys. Hey, we are getting ready to do something that is a little bit different today. We are getting ready to do a vehicle modification. So the general idea here is I like to carry stuff around with me inside my vehicle. It's a 4Runner, and the problem being that now that it's a 4Runner, this back space back here is actual like interior space. My kids get back there, they climb around. I need to be able to put stuff back there, and it's not quite like a truck where you've got a full bed back there. So I need a little bit more storage space for things like my straps, med kits. I've got just different stuff, and we'll kind of go into how I'm going to set this up pretty soon, but that's not going to be in this video. This video is just going to be installation. Now what we are installing is this. This guy is a quarter window Molle panel from Victory 4x4. And what it does is it sits right up there in the window. I'm putting it on my driver's side because it does block the view out the quarter window, so you're not going to be able to really see. And because it blocks the view, I'm going to go ahead and stick it on my driver's window because I can't really see out that one anyway, so it shouldn't really be blocking anything. But it allows you to slide your Molle compatible stuff through these little slots here and basically carry stuff up off the floor of your vehicle. So instead of being, you know, down here, my stuff's going to be up there. Again, we're talking like toe straps, med kits, that kind of stuff that's always kind of going with me. So in this video, we're going to be installing this guy, and then in a future video, I'll go over kind of how I set it up, because I'm not 100% sure yet. I know a couple of the things that are going up there, but I don't know them all yet. So in this one, we're just going to be setting it up. So let's go ahead and unpack what we've got here. Okay, so it came with the Molle panel that you're sitting on, and then it came with this bag here. So let's go ahead and open this guy up, see what comes with. So we've got 3 different brackets that it's coming with. We've got all of our nuts and bolts and fasteners. And then we've got this. Can never have too many stickers. So let's go ahead and we're going to throw the stickers and the packaging to the side a little bit. Then what we're going to do is we're going to hop on to the Victory 4x4 website. Okay, next up we're going to go to, I don't know if you can see this, we're going to go to Tech right down here. So we're going to tap on Tech. I'm right at the edge of my Wi-Fi right now, that's why it's not going very fast. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to tap on, I don't know if you can see it, products. For my case, we're going to tap on 4Runner because this is a 4Runner. Next, we're going to find our Molle panel. Now, our Molle panels are, this is $179, so it ain't cheap, but it is made of steel and it's powder coated, so it is a decent quality. And we're going to scroll down, and right underneath where it says add to cart, it's got install dock. So we're going to click on install dock. We're going to let that go ahead and download. It's actually a pretty easy installation, but I figured I'd show you guys how to get the installation doc. So there we are, there's the installation documents. So the 3 points that we're going to be installing this are right here. There's a circular plastic cap. We're going to be going over here. This is our cargo net tie down. And then up here, whoa, up here we're going to be pulling this off. Now this is actually going to go back on, as is our cargo net. So let's go ahead and start pulling stuff out. Let's start with the cargo net. Okay guys, sorry, I had to go get a light. So this is our cargo tie down. So we're just going to take this and we're going to turn it 90 degrees to the right, kind of in the Titan way. You'll hear it click, and it just pulls right out. Inside there, you've just got a Phillips head screw. So we're going to go ahead and grab a screwdriver and pull that out. Just long enough to be able to get your fingers on in there. So with that out, we're going to grab the mounting bracket for this particular spot. So then we're going to grab our nuts and bolts. We're going to grab one of the long fasteners. We're going to slide that through the slotted section here. Then we're going to grab our spacer, stick your spacer on there, and then this whole assembly is going to go back into that hole. Okay, that is an H4 Allen head there. I don't remember what the exact size of that is, but the kit does not come with an Allen wrench, which I found kind of weird. Most of the time when you're spending this much money on something, they'll toss an Allen wrench in there. This one does not, so you do have to grab your screwdriver for it. So we're just going to install this We want it loosely installed, just like that, because we're gonna get this thing up there and then we'll cinch everything down once it's up and installed. Okay, the next one is back there. So this is the next one right here. This is just a plastic cap. We're gonna pop the plastic cap out, and again, we got a screw back there. We'll pull the screw out and we'll replace that screw. First, we're gonna grab a flathead screwdriver. There's a little slot down here in the bottom, and that thing just shoots out. Grab your Phillips head screwdriver again. We're gonna back this screw out now. There we go. There's a washer on this one. I don't know if you can see it that well. It kind of gets stuck there. Toss my light in a different spot. So for this spot, we're going to grab the 90-degree bracket. We're going to grab the other long screw that's going to go through the round hole on the flat portion here, not the 90-degree portion. Then we're going to grab our spacer again, toss the spacer on, and we're going to go ahead and thread this one in loosely as well. Okay, and loose, right? Okay, so the last one is going to be up, here. So this is our clothing hook. We're just going to pull down on that. That's going to open that up. Then we've got an actual socket in there, so I got to go grab a ratchet really quick. All right, so I got my ratchet with complete overkill extension here. Let's go ahead and take that out of there. So now for this one, our bracket's going to go back on there. We're going to reuse the stock hardware, and our bracket's going to go like this so that once on, you can see it's got kind of the shape here for all of our stuff in here to fit through. It's going to point out this way. So now we're just going to put this back up there. Okay, with that one back up, now we can start hanging our panel. So we're going to grab the panel. The Victory logo goes towards the front of the vehicle. Okay, I'm going to get up in here to do this one. You can see this is where we're actually mounting to, and that's going to mount on these two holes right here. And again, the Victory logo right here is going to go towards the front of the vehicle. This is the back over here. To hang this guy, we're going to be using 2 of our button head screws and 2 of our lock washers. Now, I am also going to be doing a little bit of Loctite on each one of these, because being in a vehicle, it's going to be rattling around a lot, and I always just Loctite just to be safe. So I'm just going to start by doing these one at a time. I'm going to hold this guy up here. I'm going to go ahead and stick one through, then I'm going to put that through this, and with the lower part undone like this, I can just come up from the back here and get that tightened on. If you have longer arms, this will be significantly easier for you. All right, one is on there. And there's 2. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get these tightened up to the point where the wing nut on the back is starting to grab. But I'm not gonna fully tighten it down yet, because I want a little bit of wiggle room, because I've got to line everything else up now. So now let's go ahead and do the bottom. We're gonna do the bottom back and then the bottom front. Okay, the next one we got to do is the back here. So we're just going to kind of pull this back. So I'm not going to lie, this doesn't fit great. It is going to take a little bit of tweaking and pulling around to get this thing fitting. So let's go ahead and toss some Loctite on, feed our bolt through both holes, get it up into the back here, try to get it tightened up so that I can get everything pulled around to where it needs to be. Okay, so that one's in. Now we got to do this one. Now this one is a little ways off. You can see here's my hole for my bracket. Here's my hole that I gotta match it to, and they don't move around a lot. So I think I'm gonna have to pull down a little bit up there, try to make up the difference. There we go. We're not exactly working with firearms quality control here. Okay, that's on there though, so now I need to get my nut. Go ahead and toss the nut on the back. Tighten that guy down. Now we can grab our screwdriver, really start going to town on some of these. So that one is tightened down. Now I can start really tightening down on my other spots as well. I'm going to tighten that down. I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to tighten these down. And hope that that nut on the back isn't spinning like crazy, which it feels like it is. That one's not. That one grabbed. There we go. Finally got the second one. Okay, that one's in there tight. And now I can come back here to our last one. Make sure our nut's not spinning. Once that flange on that nut grabs, it should hold it pretty well. You may have to help it a little bit, but once that kind of digs into the powder coat on the back side, it shouldn't spin too much. And cinch this guy down. There we go. That's it, it's installed. Now we can take our cargo hook, pop that right back into this hole here, and we can still use our cargo hook. So now we can see that we've got this panel back here. This Molle panel goes right up against the window, relatively sturdy. Not the sturdiest thing I've ever seen, but it should do the job. And now I can start stacking stuff on it, getting stuff up off the floor, getting it out of the way of my kids. So while I've got you here, let's go ahead and toss, let's go ahead and, let's go ahead and toss a Molle thing up on here to see just how well it fits and how well this grating is actually spaced. So what I'm gonna be tossing on here is just a little dump pouch. I use it for, used to actually be on my diaper bag, but now it's actually gonna probably hold my fire extinguisher. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I know it's going in here, so let's go ahead and toss it up on the Molle panel and see just how well it fits. There we go. And now, we've got a little pouch on the side of our car that can be used for pretty much anything. Okay guys, so it's been like a month or so now and I don't have everything set up, but I wanted to kind of show you guys what I've got and what my ideas were. So here you can see the panel. Let's see if we can get this in frame enough. So I've just got, so this is a med kit on here. It's actually a quick detach. I can pop that and just yank, and it's on Velcro on the back, so I can just yank that out of there. There we go. This has straps in it and some tools in there. There's a, dang it, there we go. There's a tourniquet up here. I got gloves back here, so that's nice to always have the gloves, easy to reach. I've got this, I don't like this one a whole lot. I gotta figure out something else to do here, but it does have a radio in it. So that one's got a just a little Baofeng radio that I've got one at my house too, so if I get stuck at work I should be able to, I can communicate back at home. And then I've got my tow strap over here, just held in with a couple of kind of makeshift things, but it's worked really well so far. It's not moved at all, which is nice, but I just wanted to give you guys kind of an idea of what we're doing. I got a flashlight up here. I'm looking for a better flashlight because this one is just kind of some off-brand one that was a gift. And then I got a fire extinguisher that I need to figure out some way to attach to here because I would like it towards the back, right here-ish. That's what I would like, right there, so that, and I want it bolted on. I don't want it just strapped with Molle because bolted on, it's not gonna move if I get in a wreck. Strapped on, it could very well become a projectile. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Figured I'd give you guys kind of a heads up, show you what it looked like now, so that you guys can kind of see what the project is going to. And once this whole thing's done, I'll go ahead and do a full video on it. Back to the other ending. So that's it, guys. That is the installation of the Victory 4x4 Molle panel in a Toyota 4Runner. Can't speak to all the other ones. Pretty simple install. I think all in all, including recording, it took me like 20 minutes, maybe. And that's considering having to run around for tools and getting a light and doing all the stuff that I've got to do for the tubes. If you guys have any questions on this, go ahead and look in the description down below. I will have links to both the panel and the instructions down there so you guys can pick up one of these. Keep an eye out for future videos because this is not the only thing going back here. I'm going to be trying to produce a whole system back here to be able to get some of the things that I want to carry in my car up and off of the floor. I've got some pretty fun ideas, so keep a lookout. Remember guys, if you found this video useful, go ahead and like and subscribe. If you've got questions or comments about this type of thing, go ahead and write those in the comments down below. Don't worry, I'm not turning it into a car channel, and this will have a little bit more pertinent stuff attached to it later on. Remember guys, I appreciate every one of you, and until next time, do your research, get informed, and get to work.